Dear students, welcome to Kinsugi's classroom. This is actually a model video or rather a sample of what you can expect from my classes. And for this I have chosen this topic, The Lost Child by Mulkraj Anand from NCERT Class 9 Supplementary Reader Moments. You might be wondering why I have chosen this. This is the latest chapter I have taught in my class, and this chapter spoke a lot to me. And I believe, as an educator, education is not amassing knowledge, it is, learning life skills. So, with that perspective, we need to know that every lesson has to speak to us, and especially literature has to speak. Alright, so I have taken a lesson that has spoken to me, and I hope that and it is not only for the values, but also the purpose. The second purpose is that, we have these value-based questions, and very often it so happens that we are not, capable of doing it. Our thought processes are not that developed, so we get stuck there. So this is an extra help for you to attempt diary entries, value-based questions, those long writing type. This will help you, this will broaden your perspective so that you can attempt better answers. That is the purpose behind this. Okay, so I have, put this as needs and wants. The first idea that I want to bring home is Mulkraj Anand here clearly talks about needs and wants. In the beginning, the child's needs were there. His parents were his needs, but he did not realize. He did not realize that this is his need. He went after the wants. Wants I would call as the desires that we have. In fact, Buddha says that desire is the root cause of all misery. So, but then, in spite of knowing that the desires cause misery, we are always on the pursuit of fulfilling our cravings. So the boy goes after his cravings, and in the process of his going after his craving, what happens? He loses his home. Here, I would actually think that Mulkraj Anand symbolized his parents as his home. He lost his home. And then Mulkraj Anand describes how the child feels after being lost. Okay, the sense of, losing oneself, he becomes panic stricken. And it is then that he realizes that what he needs is his home. And sometimes when we are lost too, maybe we cannot make it back to our home by ourselves. We may need help. There are people to help us. All that we need to do is seek. But here he was fortunate. The little boy was fortunate that someone else voluntarily helped him. And when we see this, his wants started from toys, sweets, garlands, balloons, snake charmer, and roundabout. Different things. And his mother tries to distract him with the mustard field, with nature. And even today we use nature as a distraction. In fact, nature is equivalent to our home. So when we talk about home, these two should be our home. And then here we have this. Then when the stranger takes the child back home, he makes a reverse journey. Do you notice this? It's like their roundabout is the lost one, and he starts from the roundabout and he makes a reverse journey. And when he comes to everything, he rejects it. He rejects this roundabout and he says, I want my father and my mother and my father. Again here he says, I want my mother and my father. He keeps rejecting all his cravings. When we make our, reverse journey back to what we have lost, we need to do that. We need to refocus, and we need to say, No to all that have been a distraction to us. Only when we say no to our distractions, only when we say no to all that we desire, only when we say no to our wants, we can come home. And when we return home, I tell you, dear students, when we return home, our home will not be our parents. When you make your return journey, your home will not be your parents. Your home will be yourself, your own self. You have to make a home for yourself, which means you need to accept what you are and live with peace with yourself. Nobody is going to create a home for you. If you have this understanding, so the whole journey, you make a journey, it's a process. We all go through this process. And the other thing I would like to highlight is his mother was wise. His mother was wise. Whenever he was distracted with his worldly, materialistic things, she was trying to point out to him that nature should be your distraction. Nature should be something that you crave for. And I really consider his mother wise, because nature should be our craving. We need to love nature. We need to learn to live in harmony with nature, because nature is equivalent to our home. So students, when you write your diary entries and when you make your value-based questions, I hope you will find meaning in this and you would be able to incorporate this message into your writing tasks. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like this, kindly share this video.